Time for the windows. This is the stock back window, the one that I removed when I tore the bug down. Not sure if you can tell, but it has the rear defrost lines, and I am not running a rear defroster. One, Southern California. Two, not an early morning commuter car. And three, I want a cleaner window look. And I found a window that should be the same size, here's hoping, on eBay for like 70 bucks, 80 bucks shipped, something like that, that has no rear defroster lines at all, I think. So this one goes away for now. And we get to unbox to see how this thing came out. Purchase.
You're doing the windows now, baby?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
No rear defrost lines, which is good. Now let's see if it's the same size. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so this one is going on the bug. Now I just got to do the rubber seals. And then I'm going to go from there. Alright, so I'm going to get this around and then install it. So when you look at the lip, it's got a super grippy section here, several ribs. It's got a trench. It's got a flap, then it's got a deep groove here. That deep groove is for the window, sits in there like this. So think window here. This flaps over the outside, and that flaps over the inside metal. So think inside metal, body, lip. Alright. Just to hold the seal on before I get it all the way around. And I'll use them again when I do front window. Okay, no great tips now other than I'm going to use weed whacker line for the string, but that's not my tip. That's from Chris Vallone, classicvwbugs.com. He's got a bunch of videos out there, and he suggested the weed whacker line rather than the string. I think it's a little bit hardier, which is obviously going to be in our favor. It's not going to snap and it's not going to bind. So just pull out the amount you need. That. Out there. And he also says, find the bottom of the window, which is here, and have the strings, start one string there, loop it all the way around, and then have them cross over, and you'll pull them out. And now remember, you have two different lips here. You got the outer lip, and you got this inner lip. That inner lip is where the weed whacker line is going to go. This is probably going to be boring and take me a while, so I'm going to zip it around, bring you guys back when I'm done. Okay, so this bit loops all the way around that way. This one goes this way. This is the top of the window, this is the bottom window, inside, outside. Now I'm going to install it. So you give it some good slaps, not punches, to try to get it to seat as best you can. Alright, now I'm going to crawl inside and do some pulling from in there. Slapping right here. Not quite so hard. Okay, now more towards the corner. Okay, we're now going to the other side. Okay, other side. Okay, other side. Okay, hold on. The whole thing is too high up. Like I'm missing. Hold on. Sorry guys, battery died halfway through when I was being assisted by my wife. Overall, it's on. I am pleased. So, what did I do and what worked and what didn't? Well, I tried it on my own first, and you know, coming out, slapping on it, going inside, doing a little pulling, trying to do both, arm through, slapping there, reaching in through there. Didn't work. You got to get somebody to help with it. And so my wife did. It looks good. Obviously my headliner had some bunching in a few areas and down there, and so that made it a little bit of a challenge at times, but I was able to get it in. The other thing, and I suggest doing this halfway through, I didn't do it until pretty much the end, is get this lip out of the channel. So when you have the window set in, this part here, all right, you see that lip curls under, and it's simply extra material between this and the sheet metal that ends up making your window even tighter. So it was getting too thick at the bottom, which was then pushing it up too high at the top to be able to get the top lip. So pull this out. When you're done pulling the thing halfway, like Chris Vallone says, right, you pull the string out halfway up both sides, come out here, do this, and that helps the window drop just a little bit. Do some slapping to get it in the right spot up top, and then pull the rest of the string. So doing that certainly helped. Here's what it looks like from the inside. A little dark, hard to see, but it is sealed all around there, so I'm calling that good. So now I'm going to move on to the front window and see if I can give that a shot. Windshield's ready to go in now. My overlap was a little off center. It'll be above the glove compartment, but that actually might be a little bit easier, not having to work directly around the steering wheel. I'm going to give this one an attempt on my own, putting it in, and then we'll see if I have to call for help. But I think it'll be a little bit easier because of the access from front to inside the cabin. All right, install. This is a brand new piece of glass, Chinese, because when I was removing the original one, I was popping it out and I broke it. So I'm going to be a little bit more gentle on the slapping in of this one, just so that I don't do anything stupid. But so far it looks like it's a pretty good fit. So just like with the backside, I'm now going to pull this lip out. Hopefully that'll let the thing settle down just a teeny bit more. Need a tool with a little bit more of a hook. Sometimes the fingers are the best tools. Okay. Bottom half's out. Nice. I think I got it. Inside I can see that there are going to be a few headliner issues. Not many. But yeah, that's all glue I got to clean up. But it's tight around there. Nice and snug. Alright, calling that a win. Windows in, it's not broken. Turning my attention to the quarter windows now. I am fortunate enough that I have pop-outs, but you can see there, those are pretty pitted. The plastic knobs themselves a little scratched. I may end up using some different material for the knobs. I've got a couple ideas. I got new welting, which is what holds the headliner in place on those sides and then acts as a seal. And then I've also got the new rubber seal to replace this. And actually, if you look here, you can see that they painted the car when this rubber seal was on. So you see that white edge, that's paint from when they painted the thing. See a little bit better up there. So remember, this thing was probably rattle canned. So I've got everything I need to start pulling this thing apart. These just twist off. So I'll take care of that. And then try to clean those up a little bit. I'll replace the rubber seal around it. Do a test fit. See how I need to fit the welting in. And then go from there. So I was wrong. These are not screwed on. There is a C-clip. You can see mine, a couple pieces. Rides in a channel and sits right in there. So I popped it out, but it came out in 3 pieces. So I'll have to replace that, which is no big deal. But now I can take this thing apart and go from there. Just in terms of a preliminary pass. So this is before, and that's after. Still got some pitting, that will not go away, but just in terms of the reflection and the quality of the clean, so that's good. Keep going. Just so you can see what I'm using, wire brush got basically almost everything off, and then I have a buffing wheel, and I was using extra fine buffing compound, and honestly, let's see, tell much of a difference. That one had the buffing compound. That one did not. So I don't really know. I'm not sure it's worth the time or the effort. So I'm going to stick with what I got. These are looking pretty clean. I'm going to put them back together. Again, I got an idea for the knobs, but that'll be probably a little bit of a later date. Right now I just want to get the windows in. So I'm now going to replace this rubber trim. Then it's test fit these things and go from there. Basically you grab it and you kind of bend it over and it just kind of peels out. And just work your way around that way. Do that on the other one. If you see here, there's a seam in the chrome. That's about where I'm going to have the seam of the rubber seal line up. So that should work out. Okay, I'm going to put in the rubber seal, and it actually is a one-piece seal. So that means I won't have a seam, which is nice. So now I just got to figure out where I want to start putting it together. I think I'll start on the end here. Like with some of the other rubber seals that I've talked about on other episodes, you get the bottom channel in, angled that way, and then you just work your way around. I'm not going to film this. This is a waste of video. There's no reason for you guys to watch me do that for about another 60 or 70 inches. So I'll be back. Just about done. I don't show every mistake I make, but these videos will be way too long, 3 hours per episode. But everything's looking good until you get right to there. So right now it's a little bit stretched. So all I had nearby was this penetrant lube stuff. So I've sprayed it along the rubber, and now all I have to do is tug on it a little bit, stretch, not stretch, sort of compress the rubber a little bit in there all the way around, even it out, tuck that last bit in, and then I'll be good to do the other one. And I can tell you right now, this thing took forever. So the next one's going to happen with me on the couch and something on the TV. All right, see you guys. After a frustrating 20 minutes, I have removed the sheet metal hinge, and I am going to use pliers and compress it, get it mounted, bend this, and then reattach the window. That may be the right way to do it. It's not the way that I was looking at it online, but I am going to have at it. I'm also a little disappointed my headliner glue is coming undone a little bit, so I'm a little disappointed there, but I'm going to keep moving ahead. Okay, so what I did was put these screws in, and then afterwards, trying to get, there you go. I did the screws that hold the actual window in place. So I put this in first. It just allowed me to bend this part that attaches to the window way out of the way. I can get that strip that has the 5 holes in it with the threads. I could get all these screws lined up, then did these. That was good. And now I've installed the welting. Let's see if I can get, there you go. And it's all right. A little glue cleanup. I'm a little disappointed. The headliner adhesive has decided not to adhesive and much of anything. It seems to be unpeeling. Maybe it's in the heat, but it's ticking me off. So I may end up having to redo some bits here and there, but oh well. All right, now I gotta attach that part, and then I'm gonna go inside and get some dinner. All the windows are finally installed. This was the last one to put in. Things are looking good. Now it's time to actually give it a car wash. Then I can move on to the full-on interior carpet, rubber floor mats, seats, everything, and then I can take it for a spin. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you can, get out there and work on your own stuff. Have a good one.
Go, Charlie, go!